All right, let's get started, everybody. How you doing today? Hope everything's been good. Oh, that is still super gummy from when I smoothed it last night. Oh boy. So we're gonna have to be very careful when I sculpt out this. So right now I'm just kind of going through and doing some little fur work on his legs, and then we'll keep going up. I'm just kind of going over spots where I don't quite like the way the texture looks. So I'm just gonna slowly eke that along here. Hey, Court, what's going on, buddy? Need to find a way to do this hair texture just a little bit better. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Any little details you can give me on what's up? It's got you down in the dumps. Ah, damn. Do you have any already made up, like pre-mades that you can sell at the live shows and stuff? Ah, okay. Not even on commissions? Ah, we gotta kind of bring this up a little bit more where my hands are going. There we are. No, like I had so many people. Yeah, no, I get that. Shit, I had so many people like excited when I told them I was starting a Patreon and getting all that going, and I had the one person sign up and nobody else did yet. It's like, fuck. No, that's all right. I got one. Oh man, you're speaking to my soul there. Oh, right. Been down that road. Yeah, with a lot of people it does, which is a shame. Especially sometimes when it's people that like you thought were definitely going to be someone that would be all about helping to support in a way. Right. Now, here's something that kills me is like all the friends I have where they may not buy anything, but they still like to show support. I had so many people gripe at me about now me putting a lot of that stuff up on Patreon. Like, but I liked seeing your art come by. It's like, yeah, but I ain't doing this for free and you're not even hitting the like and the share button. Fuck, for all of the hundreds of pieces I've made in the last 8 years, or thousands of pieces maybe, I could probably count on both hands the number of times that I got a share. out of something. Like, just a share. Anything, especially when I was doing commission work. Like, good God, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy it. Oh, yeah. And that too. Like, oh, for real, right? Or just any link. Like, I've gotten lots of people that'll follow the link to Instagram. Like, the semi free content will still pull more than the paid stuff, you know? No matter the content, actually. Like, there was one person that even commented on my post when I had, like, shared the link on Facebook for the first time. It was like, but doesn't Patreon cost money? It it sure does. Um, that's the point. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've watched my fair share of what I'd call yeah, I've watched my fair share of what I'd like to just call like I don't even know if I have the right words for it. It's just undeserved rewards and praise, especially on like streaming platforms for sure. Oh yes. Especially when it would be somebody that was there from the beginning kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, I've had a few like relationships within the last couple of years that have kind of just turned into that. It's like, please get the hint, ignore me, and move on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like fake chummy chummy shit. No, that's kind of like right there on par with like I had talked with my wife not long ago about when you realize like some of your friends you thought you were pretty close with, you weren't really close with at all. Yeah, like we've had several people in our real life where we just have stopped communicating. And honestly, in a lot of ways, it's been pretty good. And a lot of them are doing very well, but I'm perfectly happy with them living their lives and me not being a part of it. Because you always know when you're in a group of people when you become that friend. I felt like that was kind of the thing with some of the people we know around here, and I was just like, you know what? Never mind then. No, I went through and trimmed up my list, my follower or who I'm following list like not long ago, in a lot of places, just all across social media. And what sucks most is like the feeling of betrayal that comes with it too, because it's like years of friendship that you just suddenly like, I don't need this anymore. And they don't message me about it, I don't message them. Those phones are two-way streets. most of all, I think from everything that I've learned is I had put too much faith in other people that they would do the same for me that I did for them. At least to some degree, you know. Oh yeah, you're gonna give all this support and help somebody out, but then there's nothing left, you know. And it just feels like it was all just to push them along, and it kind of leaves you in the dust. And I don't have time for that anymore. Yo, summer stasis. Come on, there we go. It's all right. Yeah, I wasn't able to hop on earlier. I was at work. I manage a kitchen, so getting on to watch streams is not easy. I've tried it with Quartz a few times too, but I have to go back and watch the VODs. Uh, just slowly adding hairs here, one by one. Oh no. Yeah, I updated my OBS the other day and I regret having done it because they kind of changed the way the UI looks and I don't like that. Oh, yeah, I've had a few of those where I had to be like, nah, no one needs to see this. This is done. Some days my OBS, like I just go with straight up OBS off the store page, and like, sometimes it will just decide that it isn't going to respond to anything. Like I've tried turning my PC off and back on, did everything you're supposed to. Ooh, nice. But yeah, like there's so many things that go wrong with it, and then all of a sudden it'll just decide to work again, like nothing happened. It's like, thank you, OBS. Ah. Well, some nights it's a good thing to just go on a tangent, get out of the system. there's a lot of games out there where I feel like the better games are going more in like indie developers in a lot of ways. But I've noticed really hard that they are starting to run into brick walls when it comes to originality and gameplay on all video games. Like, and it doesn't matter if it's from indie developers all the way up to triple A's. There are so many tropes that have now been overdone in video games and mechanics that seeing something come out that's actually unique in that way, it just feels like such a treat anymore. Because the moment a game comes out that's like that, suddenly there's a million clones of it. Like I know for a fact you've got those Unity wizards out there that the moment a game comes out with a new mechanic, they're already like popping asset packs together, try and hop on that train really fast. Oh, I don't think, yeah, I'll be at work on a Friday night in a restaurant. I don't think I'm going to be able to make that one. I said I've tried to watch a couple of Court's Creation streams while I was at work, and it was not happening. The hair's actually looking pretty good. No, I want the hair to face down. It's pretty shaggy. Ooh, that sounds really fun. Ooh. Oh my god, yeah. Speaking of Minecraft, like voxel games. Oh my god. So many of them. Like anymore, if I go and I look at a game and I see like survival games, it's all the same game. Every one of them in some ways is the same game. And we all have Minecraft to thank for the creation of survival games. Oh, right. No, I very rarely buy a video game anymore because, like I said, it's sometimes you buy a new game and you're like, oh, this is gonna be great, and it's just another clone of another game, or you buy it and all of a sudden there's a million other varieties. It's like, well, shit. Oh, because Minecraft made the. Oh yeah, right. So yeah, Minecraft was like one of the first games that had the hardcore ability to survive, and now so many games implement that everywhere. Another thing that people do a lot is the revival of old school game series. And I feel like some of those games don't need to come back. Like good old games is filled with like PC games from when I was a kid, and most of them were just awful. Like I have like my run where occasionally like because most of those games also. Yeah, exactly. Like old games that I do miss were like from the Maxis Corporation who made all of the Sim games, like Sim Life, Sim Ant, all that. Man, I fucking missed them ever since EA bought them and just churned them up. It's like, no, no, we only make the Sims now. It's like, oh no. Oh, that's true. Yeah. You'll get people that'll hop on like social media like, I never played this before. This classic like N64 game. It's like don't like Conker's Bad Fur Day on N64. That game is rancid. That game was rancid when it came out. And I've seen people who were just so excited to like play through it as a retro game, and then yes, be met with utter disappointment. Yeah, exactly. Like it did a special anniversary re-release that you could download, and I don't know why. Or some franchises that don't die is another thing. Like there are some video game franchises like your time came and went. And it's just awful to watch another one come out and another one come out. Like probably gonna be an off take. Probably gonna catch shit for this. Resident Evil. There's too many of them. Now I also understand it's like an episodic, apocalyptic, end of the world. Uh, what's the right phrase? Soap opera that you can play through. So there's always room for another one. Oh, what was the reason? Okay, and that's another point too. Like, yeah, where you have original games that really make you appreciate the newer one in a lot of ways that don't get shit. Yep. Which, by the way, the Banjo Kazooie game that came out for, I think it was the Wii, where you, instead of running through like a platformer style game, you were mechanics and you built crazy contraptions. I like Banjo Kazooie. Yeah, it came out on 360. Okay, thank you. But yeah, like Banjo and Kazooie was a platformer, like adventure style, and then they totally changed it into something else. And it just like threw me off. I was trying to play it one day. I was like, no, this is tedious. And that was another thing about that game was it was super tedious at times because you had to make everything just right. It's like Rareware watched how you would make the gummy ships in Kingdom Hearts, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna make a game all about this. All right. Now, one thing that kills me with some video games, like I like evolution based games, things where you can tweak it and you can like change the course of the creature in the game and whatnot. And there's one called Creatura, and I thought the demo was long, like unnecessarily long, because it was like 2 hours of the demo where you had to play through it in order to get certain things to evolve. Like it was all time based. And the very last thing, it was like, oh, okay, time to evolve crustaceans or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, I'll do that. That's the final part of this. I'll just play it out and wait. And I got to thinking, it's like, how long does this take? Because there's a leaderboard for the tutorial, and it said 22 hours was the record for the tutorial. I was like, no, no, I'm not playing this game. Never again. Nope. Should have loved this. Should have really enjoyed this game. We're not touching this. That's something else too. Games that just play themselves. Like you can go on Steam and download any of those like cookie clicker games or things like that where you're still accumulating, like it's just number building is all it does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of indie games you can just they just play themselves. Yeah, games that play themselves are just like to me it defeated the entire purpose. And like you said, indie games are notorious for that. That is great. Like give me something that is like rememberable about the game. Like I'm waiting for Factory Town 2 to come out because I beat Factory Town 1. And was it there's one in the friend slap category. Like I love the term friend slop. That really was perfect for most of those kinds of games. Oh, yeah, Among Us will probably reign supreme among the friend slop games for quite some time. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like look at how many Among Us clones are out there. Even if it's not even distinctly close to looking like Among Us, like murder mystery games and social deduction is like all over the place in indie games. Yeah, exactly. Among Us was a game I watched a lot of people play, but I just could not for the life of me get into playing it. A little bit. It's gonna look a little wonky until yeah, he's got his ghillie suit on. But at the moment, once that's all kind of blended down, it won't look so feathery. It'll look a bit more flowy like what I have on the legs. That's something else though. Like hunting games, remember the big the big thrill of like the Bigfoot hunting game there for a while. I think that there could have been something else that could have been done. Uh, I think now with people getting ballsy with AI use, we're gonna see one of those games come out eventually, another friend slop game like that, where like there will be a much more evolved AI for Bigfoot, and that could get fucking creepy. Oh yeah, like Deer Hunter 20, things like that. Right next to Crystal Palace Mysteries, Bubble Popper. There was an old lady that went to my church where she loved those fucking kinds of games. Yeah. And she would have me, yeah, exactly that kind of shit. And she'd have me come over once in a while. She'd ask me to come, like, help her set something up. Like, she was having me come over to help her get Skype set up on her computer one day. Again, very old lady. I'm amazed she even knew how to turn the fucking computer on. But the amount of those shitty $5 games from Walmart that she had, oh my God. She must have been buying them since the moment they'd come out. She had so many, like, quick draw solitaire games and things like that that you knew were just like the $5 ones because you'd pass over them when you walked by. Hey, look, ooh, hmm. Hearing something upstairs in my house move things around. Oh, were you ever able to try and get back in contact? See about them getting the bat back? Or is that just where the story ends? Well, you know, it must not have meant that much in the end. No, they must have just gotten the home from everybody after the passing and then just fixed it and sold it. Our neighbor, we had some neighbors that just moved out. Like they bought the house like early spring. I guess it was about this time last year. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. You know, an heirloom from grandpa or whatever. I'm doing this really fast and recklessly at the moment because it's dawned on me I really have to go to the bathroom, but I am not going to get up until I have put hair on this arm. It'll be my reward. And we'll separate out those hairs when I come back. Oh yeah, see, I'm about an hour later than you. It's 12:40. So we'll have a good one. Like I said, since I didn't stream Tuesday night, I'm gonna hop on tomorrow. Hey, right on. Well, I will see you then. And don't feel bad if you don't raid. Just a little bit more. All right, I can't hold it anymore. I gotta go. I tried. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Whew. Oh man. We're going to actually take the hands off for now. We'll add them on and sculpt them in place later. Ah, hmm. Definitely hairy now, that's for sure. Like I said, we're gonna bake that body up with the fur before we do the hands and feet and head. That way I can also add in different features. Since we're going to be sculpting onto these forearms, I'm going to leave them bare as well. Get the head shape more or less correct, just like that. Now we can kind of go through here and just very lightly texture everything. I really separate that just a bit so there's some distinction. And I think that does it. Ooh, I think I just heard thunder here. Damn. Might get rough here in a minute. Yeah, it's looking pretty hairy. Oh dear. I actually want this arm more forward. Right on. How's that going? Oh shit. There's so many people at my work who crochet. One day I was just like, fuck, I might as well get on the bandwagon and start knitting with everybody. Making beanies and scarves and my own sweaters. And then I was like, I already do too many things myself. Must not get another hobby. I thought I was going to leave the chest muscles kind of exposed, but I think the hair is just going to cover it all up. See, Sasquatch is a bit of a cone head here. Hmm. It's definitely looking more Bigfootish. Oh, PC, why did you make that silly noise? Computer, don't be doing this. I haven't unplugged anything. What is up with the monitor? Everything's fine. Okay. Baby monitor's just showing ghosts and hauntings again. Boy, I really smushed that head in there. Now we can bake it, and then we can build out from there. This way it will be pretty close to done. I still like the idea of the chest being more exposed, so let's just do one of these. Keep the hair down the middle. And actually, let's expose more of the stomach. Give it that six pack. Put a new peck on him here. New peck. Oh, my hand gets a cramp sitting here. Jeez. There we are. Good start. Good end for the night, I think. I'm also hearing thunder in the distance here, so I'm probably going to go ahead and close up shop in the stream there. We'll rough this out the rest of the way and give it its first almost finished bake off screen. So, Court, thanks for being here tonight. It's always a pleasure. Summer Stasis, thank you for showing up tonight. Anybody else who was there and hanging out in the background or watches in the VODs, thank you so much once again for being here. I wouldn't be getting all this done without the support of you guys. So if you want, go ahead and go follow me on Patreon, follow me on Instagram. You can find links to all of my social media stuff from those two.